Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Love and Passion Tarot. I'm sure you heard me hit my poor little hand, but I'm okay. Um, I decided I'm going to be doing the same thing I've been doing for the past maybe week or so. I will be picking up on your energy intuitively and then using a bit of tarot to clarify. I decided I'm going to go by element this time again. And I want to start with my fellow earth signs. Yes, yes, you heard me. I actually want to begin with my sign and my other fellow signs, Virgo. So I'm going to, I think I said it. I think I just said it. But recap, I'm going to intuitively pick up on your energy first, Virgo, and then I'm going to use a little tarot to clarify, and then I'm going to use a little bit of, oracle for advice at the end. So, Virgo, how are you today? Virgo energy. I'm hearing a hi. Hello, fellow Virgo. Virgo energy, how are you today? I'm hearing I'm feeling good. That's absolutely amazing, Virgo. That's good. Virgo energy. I'm hearing I don't need no blank. So I guess this can vary for, the lot of us. I don't need no blank. Okay, let's see what that's about, Virgo. Virgo energy. Please allow me access. Okay. I always consider that amount of knocking a little defensive. You could be protecting something, but it seems like you're happy doing so, which is awesome. I cannot argue with that. Nope, not one bit. Let's see. This card is calling to me. Temperance, balance and harmony. A beautiful little zebra. Okay. Sorry. Phone is making a lot more noise than it usually does. And they all seem to be related to career. This could be career related, where you're finding your balance between home and work life, perhaps. Whatever it is that to me, you're achieving your harmony. I got a lot of coming out. This is 8 of feathers, courage and solutions. I want to say that's 8 of swords. I believe that's what it is, but there's other cards that fell out as well, so I'm going to look at those as well. Which one to begin with? And then we have the Page of Shells. What was that? Intuition and inspiration. Okay. The Tower. Release and revelation. Yes. And then 5 of Shells is hope and readjustment. I really like this deck. Everything in it is really, really positive. Even in, from the decks from traditional tarot, where some cards can, basically be seen as negative. All of these cards are positive. So give me a moment. Just so I'm not talking crazy to you guys. I just want to make sure that feathers is swords. I don't quite like doing this, but we aren't born professionals, you know, so I've got to humble myself. Let's see. It is air. Okay, like I remembered. So what we have here, just to translate, we have Temperance, Eight of Swords, Page of Cups, the Tower, and Five of Cups here. I feel like you're finding your balance again. From what you suspected would result in love, like a situation or a person. I feel like it feels a little backwards, this story. Not quite backwards, but it's coming to me. Not quite in the order of the cards, but I feel like you had to find your balance because somebody, a situation had you in your head. But this tower moment, okay. So with this Five of Shells, Five of Cups, you know, in traditional tarot, there's a guy and he's looking at the three spilled cups, and behind them are two sitting up. But here, this Five of Cups gives me more of the sense of a Four of Cups energy, where you have, yes, where you had your back turned on several opportunities. It's a little different from Four Cups, but it gives me a very similar energy. You had your back turned on several opportunities, ones that would like light up your world, literally. Sorry, guys, I hate that little lip gloss crazy line. All these readings I've been doing have been so weird, but my goal is to be as natural as possible with these readings. You're getting the natural Nakeya. But with this card, I feel like you were looking at a very specific opportunity, hoping that it would be a romantic beginning, but there's no light in it. I don't want to quite say that the opportunity is behind you, but I do feel it's important for you to look away from the direction that you're looking in. And I feel like that's the tower moment. That there's so many other opportunities when you release that one at the bottom. And it almost feels like an order, like the shells above, at least to me, there's some kind of order, there's a flow that you could experience if you turn away from what you thought would make you happy. Virgo, I feel a little more in my groove. I'm happy I started with Earth. In the back of the deck, we have the King of Shells, harmony and integrity. Yeah, I'm feeling like you're finally choosing you, Virgo. I feel like with this show you've been giving all your time and energy to, this situation, it hasn't been giving you back and it's forced you to find your balance. But with you and the effort you put into finding your balance, Virgo, I feel like you've reached the King of Cups status. And the seahorses, I hear that they mate for life just like swans. I was about to say doves. I'm like, oh, I don't know about that. But I feel with you turning away from the situation that was not given to you, it will put you in that divine state to attract what's actually true to you. A lot of channeling with you guys. I like it. I thought I was off my game for a moment. I'm like, oh my God, what if I can't do this no more? What if this is not working? Virgo, I feel like I can share this with you because you will understand my pain. For the past couple, I don't know, I've been trying to get back on these readings and things just kept happening. It just wasn't working out. And I definitely needed a break. I just had to go about it a little differently. I'm so into order and stuff. I'm like, Nakeya, just mix it up. Just mix it up and see what happens. Start off with yourself. And I kind of feel like that's what's happening, Virgo. You're being told to kind of start off with yourself. Actually turn around where you have clear vision. I'm hearing something of the sort where, because of this light bug, technically, if you were to turn around, the light will no longer be on those shells. But what I'm hearing is that you've already shed light on these opportunities, and you know which ones are good for you. I'm getting a feeling kind of like, don't get it twisted, because if you turn around, technically the light will be on that one shell, but I'm just hearing, don't get it twisted. That's not how it works. I'm hearing like these 4 shells, the 4 opportunities that you have seen, that you shed light on already. I feel as if you've pondered too long on that shell where you don't have light on it. But these opportunities you have light on. This is a very interesting reading for me, Virgo. As a fellow Virgo, it's quite interesting. I am going to continue. My gosh, I'm so glad I feel back in my element. I'm like, oh my God, I just started this tarot journey. Am I going to have to quit? I can't do that. That will break my brain. My heart. It's like the same thing. Brain, heart, and me. But the cards I got, which order? Okay, being told to start from the back. So we have 3 of Acorns, which is 3 of Wands, Foresight, and Exploration. Yeah, I feel this need to explore, but what you've already shed light on, almost in a sense, what you may have disregarded in order to pay mind to this thing that's not quite given back to you. And Queen of Feathers, Queen of Swords, perception and truth. Yeah, I feel like you've reached a clarity. I feel like it's time for you to take action on your clarity, Virgo. Yes. I can't express how happy I am to be able to keep doing this. I was having such a hard time before. And maybe there's a reason why I keep having to tell you that. Maybe within this pursuing this one shell that there's no light on, maybe it's a mystery to you. Maybe it's got your attention. I feel like it's made you stagnant in a sense. Here is the 9 of Crystals, the 9 of Pentacles, security and abundance. Yes, if you can relate, I can relate to what's coming out here. But for me, I've had my eye on a very particular thing, and it's made me extremely stagnant. Extremely. But when I kind of turn around and see what I have already, what I have light on, and when I focus on it, oh my gosh, it just takes off. Instead of being stuck on this mystery that doesn't seem to be working for me, I want to say like ever. I didn't want to be so dramatic, but it just hasn't been going anywhere. But when I turn to, like I say, tarot, and when I do it in my own little way, instead of going in, let's say, order of Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, stuff like that, I choose to do it my own way, and I choose to have more of a flow on the things I do have light on instead of focus on these things I don't quite have the answer to. I'm hungry. I think some of you may be hungry because I felt hungry before. Make sure you eat, but I didn't feel I had to announce it. So if you're not eating because things are stressing you out, like you can't figure out a certain situation or a person or anything in your life, don't worry about it. Eat something. Like a Snicker, you know, a Snickers commercial. Anyway. But seriously, I really feel this need to change your perspective to where you can see where something is going, and you have, I want to say, you have a hand in it. Like you can actually do something about it instead of this mystery that's kind of in the dark and is bothering you. You want to figure it out. Just leave that alone. For now. I'm hearing for now. On the back of the deck, we have the King of Shells, harmony and integrity. Yes, Virgo. I feel like it's time for peace because I know as a Virgo, I'm never quite happy if I'm not productive. I know life is not all about being productive, but I have a certain joy when I feel productive. So, with this King of Shells, I feel like when you take your emotions away from this Five of Shells or Five of Cups situation and give it to yourself, it can be a more fertile, permanent emotional happiness. Yeah, with the seahorse, the fact that this is a seahorse stands out so much to me. Um, because I know the male seahorse, I'm not even sure if this is a male, it could be a female too. But I know they're very supportive of one another. They also take their time. I've never seen a seahorse move fast. I'm sensing this need to go within and treat both your masculine and feminine aspects, especially emotionally. Like how you can go within and satisfy the feminine per se, where creativity occurs, calmness occurs, security occurs, and provide for your masculine by producing what your femininity creates. And very much. Oh gosh, guys. I think I needed to hear this for myself. I can't make no rules to this tarot thing because I'm like, oh, I gotta go in order. I gotta do it in the groups and stuff. I think I said it in the beginning. I'm gonna do it by element, but I may not even do that. I think I'm just gonna do whichever one I feel called to do, because I needed to hear this, Virgo. And if I needed to, I'm sure some of you needed to hear this. Any more cards for Virgo? I'm proud of you guys. Ooh. Oh. And we've got 10 of Shells, 10 of Cups, blessings and well-being. That's beautiful. Look at you guys with that little stork. It's gonna bring, I feel something creative coming for you guys to occupy you, but in a happy way, not to distract yourself because you're unhappy, but something creative coming your way that truly brings you some happiness. And I wanted to say a sense of stability, but I'm hearing no, just happiness. I feel like there's just been a lack of happiness. Maybe because of the direction we've been staring in, that Five of Cups direction where we don't have that one thing, but we have all these bright opportunities behind us. I kind of feel that, but now with turning around, you can have this happiness. I've said turning around. For some of you, this creative endeavor that you have is behind you, as in your past. Like, let's say when you were a teenager, if you're a teenager now, that's okay. But let's say you were younger, something made you happy back then, like undeniably happy. It didn't cost a thing. It was just, just brought out your pure, and I keep wanting to say blatant happiness. Like, you were just blatantly happy. Me, for one, I love me some anime. I have Dragon Ball Z, Yu-Gi-Oh, Card Captor Sakura, or was it Sakura? Whichever. But anime makes me really happy. So before I started this, I was binge watching Yona of the Dawn on Hulu. And I've been having a good old time just being in my own little element, commenting on absolutely everything because I'm a talker while we watch TV. I will have my commentary. I know some people don't like that, but that's me. But it's just been this blatant, very simple happiness that's behind me. It may not be like common security, like it's not making any money for me to do that, but it's been bringing me joy. That's why I said I don't think that security I just mentioned is quite it. It's just to bring out that joy within you, whatever that is for you. Anime, manga, all these little things, that's for me, but to each his own, of course. um it's just important for you to be happy right now. Is this really the back? Got the King of Shells again. This is like the answer, guys. So harmony and integrity. Don't lose yourself in anything, Virgo. Is this for? I usually ask, but because I felt a need to look at the section that I shuffle, it's not quite the back, but it's where I left off. Is the Three of Crystals, the Three of Pentacles, collaboration and productivity. I feel as if you finding that happy place again, where you turn around, where you have light and clarity on those things already, and you get back into enjoying those things. I feel the collaboration that you desire will come to you very naturally, Virgo. Any more cards for Virgo? I feel like this may be my last shuffle, but yes, there's a couple. I'm not sure how many more, but it feels like the last one. I got the Five of Acorns, challenging growth. I feel like this has been really challenging for you, Virgo. The thing that you've been facing, and it hasn't quite gone anywhere. It's been more stagnant than anything else. I feel like it's put you through a lot of pain. But I feel the answer is not trying harder. It's almost the opposite. It's is trying less and being simply happy. That's what the solution is. I have my window open if you see me looking around. They be churring, walking around outside. I just gotta look. But yes, Virgo, that's how it feels. It's just time to release that agony. On the back of the deck is two of feathers, decisions and directions. Yes, I feel like there's been a stagnation. This is two of swords, by the way. A stagnation from focusing on this thing that's not quite clear. But to turn around and focus on the thing that is clear and just find the pure joy and happiness behind it, that feels like the key, Virgo. It really does. Look at the middle. In the middle is a seven of shells, seven of cups, choice and ambitions. Yes. Yes, Virgo. Instead of it being, because if I'm remembering correctly, the seven of cups is this, I might be remembering a specific deck, but that could be for a reason. There's a lot of cups with a lot of different things coming out of them, and the background is foggy. I feel as if for your situation, once you turn away from this thing that you just can't seem to figure out, your options are not cloudy. I feel like it's as clear as day. I feel like there's no mist kind of misconstruing your view, if that's the word. I feel like you can see clearly what it is you can be doing for you and be happy doing so. Any more cards for Virgo? Or no, that's it, Virgo. I think this is an excellent reading, because usually in my natural state I am always anxious because I'm always trying to figure out what to do, and especially for the things I don't seem to quite have clarity on. That's the thing I want to focus on and figure it out. But nowadays, that's just not the answer. That's not it. All I'm doing is hurting myself and behaving that way. But when I go back to some of the things I also write, and I also illustrate for the story I'm writing, that has been going so smoothly. Watching my favorite K-dramas and animes, that's been going so smoothly, and it's been bringing me back to the joy that thing I've been focusing on, where I can't figure it out, has stolen from me. And I feel like this is very similar for you, Virgo. There's been something stealing from you and throwing you off your balance. But I feel like you've come to this tower. For some of you, it's not quite a peaceful tower. It could actually have put you in a lot of distress. But to realize that you've kind of been wasting your own time on something that you weren't quite meant to understand is that tower moment. I know I had my moment of a real tower moment, figuring that out. Like, how could I be wasting my time? Like, no, but once I've calmed down and be like, you know what, I've got this and this and this, I'm abundant. I'm not, just because I can't figure out how this specific thing works, that doesn't mean I don't have. I more than have, Virgo, and I feel like the same goes for you, Virgo. But I'm actually going to pull you a little bit of advice from the Soul's Journey lesson cards. Okay, sure. Well, Virgo energy, please let me in. Okay, advice for Virgo. I don't know about you, Virgo, but I needed this reading. The card you got is loneliness. I know that I am never alone. Oh, I think it's easy to feel alone in a state, in the previous state, kind of being left out in the dark, not being given access to what it is you really wanted to know. But when there are things that you do know that's waiting to love you right back, Virgo, it's true that you're never alone. I understand. Looking outside. Any more for Virgo? I'm hearing the back. Okay. Oh, now we have peace. I am I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. Yes, I really feel as if that shell you're looking at that's in the dark is that negativity, and as soon as you turn around and recalibrate, rebalance yourself, you have your peace, Virgo. That's what it really, really feels like. I love this. I love it. Um, is that it for Virgo? I'm hearing one more for you guys. Okay. I like where that's going. Sometimes these decks, they're they get strangely stuck together. The cards, I mean. Sorry if that's loud. I'm gonna shuffle a little differently. One more for Virgo. This is the first. That one? No. This is the first way I learned how to shuffle. And then, whenever the cards get stuck, I have to shuffle them like that. Kind of get them loose. There we go, Virgo. Imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my life. Yeah, I'm feeling that. I feel like it's time for you to spend a little more time with your feminine. You know, your joy, your creativity, your happiness. And then for the masculine, the part of you that wants to produce, let your feminine decide what your masculine will produce. And I feel like it'll be a lot more joy. Yes, that's what's coming to me. These are some interesting images. If you guys see anything in here, in any of the images I've showed you, I'd love to know. I'd love to know how my fellow Virgo brains are working. Is that it for Virgo? Yes. Okay, my loves. Thank you for listening. For those who have made it this far. And I love you all very dearly. You have brought me back my, you know, passion. I've been struggling with this, but I'm so happy it's back, and I'm happy it came back with you because it came back with me, and we are one big family. Virgo. All right, I will see you again on another day, Virgo, with lots of love and lots of kisses.